happy hour in mind for you. I have vintage commercials playing on the TV, and we're in the spirit. We have a lot of drinks to lay on you, so I'm very excited. Yay! Thank you for joining us. I can't believe we actually went live on time. It's a miracle. But anyway, how is everyone? Just bringing up our video here so I can see your comments. But how is everyone doing? Let us know. Okay, here we are. I found it. Woohoo! Okay. All right. Anyone? Okay. Yes, I found it. Okay. Hello, everyone. Oh, Daniel is here and Marie. Hi. We have a number of drinks for you this evening because we were very inspired. Thank you. By, oh, look who's here. Oh, by the whole commercial thing. I'm kind of just ready to start, but I got to find my, I brought up, okay, my recipes. What are your favorite vintage commercials? And vintage could mean anything. I would say more than 10 years. Obviously. Oh, Larice and Doug, hi. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm going to say more than 10 years. I realize that's not considered vintage in car circles or clothing or furniture or anything else. But if you look at commercials from more than 10 years ago, they really do look kind of different. So I would love to hear what your favorites are. Some of mine are, well, Cal Worthington. And if you haven't seen the Cal Worthington commercials, he was a car dealer in Southern California. He always had Cal Worthington and his dog Spot. And his dog Spot was always like a tiger or a lion or an elephant or something crazy. Oh, LD. Oh, Mike, I know, LD. LD is my favorite one on the disc you gave us. Jeff, hi, from Tiki Thursday. Go to Tiki Thursday after our broadcast. Put the link in there, Jeff, because we'll join everyone after that. Yep. So anyway, oh, look who it is.
Well, hello.
But anyway, I love Cal Worthington. Oh, Harvey's Bristol Cream. What? No mask. I know. Well,
which immediately makes me think of what's that? Not the cold duck, but dry sack.
Oh yeah.
I know. I'm looking for something light.
But with bite.
Right?
God.
The commercial is
all these
really
yuppies.
Dumb, and it's extremely 1981 yuppie. So.
Lori says the strange Colgate commercial where they dip chalk in green food. I know.
No, to demonstrate what exactly?
Life cereal with Mikey.
How plaque is invading your teeth. Oh, the green dye is going to show you how.
But they gave us dye tablets in school.
I remember those.
Here, take these home and chew them, and then brush your teeth. And if you brush all the dye off, it means you brushed your teeth enough. Of course, you can't get the dye.
So you got this little purple and the crow says, I didn't do it right. And you keep grinding away, probably wearing.
Oh, okay. So Marie says Chef Boyardee, and Luann says hi karate. Well,
oh, you did say that, didn't you?
He has a drink for you.
I bought a drink for you. So yeah, big fun. Boyardee is good. Oh, we're looking at Lipton soup from the old. What was this? Arthur Godawful and his talent scouts. It was also pushing like Luckies. He put everybody in the early grave with the Lucky Strikes there.
Lucky Strike means.
Thank you, Arthur.
Yep.
LSMFT.
LSMFT.
Yeah. Now, I guess by that matter, so who else was pushing Luckies was...
Hi, Bill, on YouTube. Bill is here on YouTube.
Jack Benny. So, yeah, I can't fault him for that. Whatever. It's what people are doing.
It was warm here too, Bill. I'm happy to say.
Not too surprising, but... uncommonly warm. It was very
Chills
nice.
And thrills. Oh, can you canoe? Oh.
Can you canoodle? Yep.
Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
Can you canoe?
Can I?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Polio string cheese. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Give me a cheese with nothing. Jesus.
No.
These things you remember forever. Dumb. Irish. Hey, Sheriff, it's Irish Spring, just like they do in County Cork. Yes, grab that green and white bar and take your knife to it. And cut up the soap. Now that costs like 2 pounds there. Careful with all that soap, son.
So should I get this party started or should you?
I think you should, yeah.
Would you ice my shaker, please?
I'd be glad to ice it.
So I am starting with the Crazy Eddie. And I actually remember what's in it, but I'll just bring out my cheat sheet anyway.
I'll look it up.
So Many of you, if you grew up in the New York area, would be familiar with Crazy Eddie.
Yeah, the antics of Eddie Antar.
Actually, it's not Crazy Eddie. It's the guy who was in the Crazy Eddie commercials, who wasn't actually Crazy Eddie.
No,
his name was Jerry Carroll.
He was the spokesman, Jerry. We should have actually had the audience answer that question. But some would say, "Oh yeah, that's just
But I don't have any trivia prizes.
Trivia night.
So,
well, everybody.
If you're gonna do trivia, you have to have prizes.
Oh, doesn't everybody just enjoy the satisfaction of a trivia game well won?
No, you want to win stuff.
We're giving them free drinks. Oh, what do you win at trivia night?
Anyway.
So there we go.
Okay, so for the Crazy Eddie, I am starting with 2 ounces of Reposado tequila.
Mm-hmm. It's a good place to start.
Right.
It's not too crazy.
Oh, yeah, the high karate commercials were awesome.
Oh, yeah, like
Mamma Mia, that's a spicy
perfectly ordinary 1968 dude arrives at the apartment with reeking of this cheap cologne, and woman attacks him. Like, I
feel like, oh my God. You have to go home and take a shower. Anyway.
They beat each other up at the end. It's, I don't know. There's something
very strange.
Very Freudian about the subtext on that one. I'm just saying.
So for the Crazy Eddie, 2 ounces of Reposado tequila. Okay, tell. Yep.
You are looking at them. Oh, yeah.
And then I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of chocolate liqueur.
Is that Jack LaLanne telling us how you can look like Jack LaLanne?
Yep.
I don't think anyone's going to look like Jack LaLanne.
You can just stop eating anything except protein and work out 18 hours a day.
Boom, go Jack,
And then you'll look just like Jack LaLanne. And then I'm going to do...
Oh, Linda Patterson with...
1/4 ounce.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
Oh, that's a good one.
I almost did that, but I got a good one for you.
No, Oh, yeah. We're prepared for that.
We're prepared to do some odes to the insane spokesman of yore.
So that was 1/4 ounce of chocolate liqueur. I'm also going to do a 1/4 ounce of acai liqueur.
So isn't that going? You have to fight out the girls. Errol says that was never his experience. Yeah, they seem to be distancing. They were keeping social distance even then,
American Express, don't leave home without it. And then, so that was 2 ounces of tequila. I used Reposado because that's what I like, but you could use any tequila. 1/4 ounce chocolate liqueur, 1/4 ounce acai liqueur. I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice, and then I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
Woo!
Because and it's stuck.
Sticky. We're working hot tonight, aren't we?
Stuck to my bowl. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now it's on my finger.
Well, you don't mind that.
No. Okay.
Shake with ice.
I need a strainer, though. I don't think I got out a strainer.
Coming your way now.
Strain into a cocktail glass.
Boom, 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 boom.
Thank you.
Bust this, please.
And I want to try it first.
A little bit of heat.
You can see the cayenne floating in it.
Beefsteak Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
From this, also Charlie Brown's. That was another place where it like a steak and a pea.
Beer, wine, and sangria. Oh, Daniel, hello.
Oh, Heather. And Jerry also did commercials for 6th Avenue Electronics.
Wouldn't that be like a conflict of interest?
You start to wonder.
Anyway.
Jerry Carroll, he's sleeping around with all of the electronics purveyors. Oh, and here's Lucy and Desi hawking Philip Morris.
It's definitely hot, but we're going to make it even crazier.
It's not quite in, I'm not going to say it, but you're going to make it there. Uh-oh, now here she goes. Here she goes.
All right, I'm going to be
care.
very sparing with this.
We just happen to have, what is this now? The boot jalokia powder.
Ghost pepper.
That's right. You're right here. Ghost pepper powder. This is, at one point, this was no, it does not, and it should not. That's where you go.
No, I was going to pour it into a spoon.
Don't breathe, I tell you. You're being
serious
trouble here.
I know.
This is, in fact, not a pepper that you would actually use as a rational person.
No.
This is a pepper that the Indian Army uses to make pepper spray.
Amy.
So, in other words, it's a weapon.
Oh, time to make the donuts, Larissa says. Yeah. Okay, so.
We all love the one where he goes, he's in and out, in and out, in and out, and at the end he meets himself. Okay. That's very meta.
I just put just a few
the barest
grains of ghost pepper. I don't recommend doing this, but
hey, it's Roger Maris for Action Baseball. That's one of those stupid baseball games that doesn't work.
Bringing that back so I can put this in it.
There you go.
Let's try to keep the bar neat for at least 10 minutes or so.
We can try. Hey, we can spray.
All right. I've added the ghost pepper. It was already hot, but...
Ready to go? Has it actually become more than hot, more than crazy, insane?
It's really hot. I like it. I like it a lot.
Here's the thing about the ghost pepper.
I like it a lot.
You're going to get very familiar with hot pepper tonight because we got a lot of things. I don't know why it turned out that way, but what the hell? Maybe it's just because...
These commercials just make you think of that.
The basic New York 80s commercial you think of is this madman screaming at you, get down there and buy
Crazy
a CD.
Eddie,
get down there and buy a CD
Madman
player.
Once.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
although Southern California did have Cal Worthington.
Cal, of course, or all these folks who are, oh, this is really cool. The toy drive-in thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
We got a commercial on over here. Oh, Lisa Zavsky, do you have any drinks that use Indian chili peppers? Oh.
Well, we just use them Indian chili pepper in this.
Yeah, you could definitely do it. But I mean, it's like seriously.
Buchorokia.
Be careful.
Seriously, that amount, which is really a third the size of this little pinky nail here, is enough to knock you on your feet. So let's see.
Yeah, like a 1/16 of a teaspoon. And then, if you are crazy like that and you want to add more, go for it. But I would just add a little bit at a time because as a wise person once said to me, you can always add, but you can't take out. Away. So.
And you'll be running for what the Indian restaurants call the fire brigade. That is that big dish of yogurt. Wow. Oh,
Bill's asking, are we now sponsored by Humidor? I wish we were sponsored by Humidor, but alas, we are not.
You don't have to know to be who's like heading up Humidor, do you, Bill? I would be glad to be introduced.
We're always looking for liquor sponsors.
We use their product.
You'll find our terms are very favorable.
It is an excellent 100% agave reposado tequila at a very reasonable price. So that's...
And we can get it.
So,
on Drizzly.
There's a lot of a confluence of factors there, which lead to the fact that I like using the product a lot. It is far from like the most expensive stuff, the most blah blah stuff,
Carvel.
but it's just a great tequila.
Toby, I have a Carvel drink in mind for later. So
Velveteen.
Hello, Dan. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gee, I should have done some ice cream cocktails in honor of Tom Carvel. He was certainly there when I was.
Well, the one I have in mind is not an ice cream cocktail, but it's inspired by ice cream cakes.
We've done such things.
Anyway.
Everybody remembers Cookie Puss, Cookie Puss, Fudgy the Whale. Cookie Chick, all those things. Which immediately makes me think of the Beastie Boys. That was like their first single was Cookie Puss. It's fairly obscene, but look it up on the interwebs. It's pretty hilarious.
Cookie Puss.
So this guy's going, I calls it the cover. I like to speak to Cookie Puss. What? I want to speak to Cookie Puss. What? Whoever you got, Cookie Puss, Cookie Chick. And then they start getting into fisticuffs. But it's pretty funny. So great memories. I remember they were the cheapest produced commercials out there with the lowest brow video effects in the world, and they were pretty hilarious. And they're memorable.
John, I have had chocolates that had chili in them, and they are good.
Chocolate and chili certainly is the basis of a good mole.
In my opinion.
There's a lot of moles out there, one of them being guacamole. But there's that mole which has chocolate in it, and it does have chilies. And that's an excellent sort of sauce. So, good to know. I'm try
this is good. Red North bought a Cookie Puss for Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
That's the stuff. Now, I'm wondering whether I want to get like the pain out of the way or savor it. Probably savor it. Yeah. I need to make something. We have already had somebody name check. Here it is.
You have something set up.
We have something set up. We might as well just get to it and bang.
That's right.
Here's the big scenario behind this.
I didn't know there was a big scenario, but...
What's the big scenario? No,
I'm not going to pay a lot for this cocktail.
I don't think there's a big scenario, really.
You won't pay a lot, but you'll get a lot.
I need the dark rum, please.
Oh, we did not bring it over?
We did not bring it over, I don't think. No.
You know what? As long as I'm getting that, I'm going to get something I need for the Fudgy the Whale.
Break it on down. This one starts out, I believe, and I'm going to confirm that because I just have no guide right here. Got the Mr. Boston, the newest version of this. This is heavily revised, a lot of new stuff, a lot of classics updated, brought back into line with where they should be, really. And there's a ton of stuff that's always been there in Mr. B. It's a great guide. So we're going to go with, this is, yes, the high karate. 2 ounces of dark rum.
Just looking at you gesticulating on there.
Gesticulate on camera. Uh-oh.
Video playback interrupted.
Hope you're okay, folks.
All right, let's
Ours got screwed up. Not too surprised, not too surprised.
Oh, no, it's on.
No, it's
we're live.
You're good. You're totally good.
It's all good. Well, that much is good, anyway.
I don't know about the rest, but that much is good.
Hi, Tom.
And boom, and boom.
Yeah, you never
Cocoa.
fail out for cocktails, but you get a lot.
Yeah, cocoa is
Saying.
a frequent thing to complement the hot stuff. Cinnamon is a frequent taste to complement the hot stuff. Something that has a little bit of pep itself, but also some
But
sweetness.
I really like chocolate and chili.
Yeah.
More than
good combo.
cinnamon and chili. But
Ooh, stop motion. This is fun.
don't watch TV.
It's goofy. Oh, I'm sorry. Here I am. Here's the Colgate commercial. So the 2 ounces of dark rum, 1 ounces of
Janice says, I hope it tastes better than that cologne smelled.
fresh lime juice.
I never smelled it, but
Whoops, put that in the
it
wrong
sounds pretty bad, actually.
I think you can get high karate. I think Vermont Country Store sells it.
Oh,
Would be-
yeah, that would make sense.
I really should just get it and have it and be like, okay, here's high karate, right? 1 ounce of pineapple.
That's all right.
That's okay.
Hi, Jeremy.
Ounce orange juice. Now I need that spoon back for a teaspoon of maple syrup.
Did you
I did bring it, and it's right here.
look at that?
We happen to have some really nice Vermont maple syrup. Speaking of Vermont,
Speaking of Vermont.
I tell you, they're getting featured
Hi,
tonight.
Carmel.
Can you do me a favor?
Yep.
I'm going to switch up the bitters from what was originally requested, and I'm going to make this thing even more commercially. You could retrieve for me a certain bitters in a little perfume bottle.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. The perfect thing to finish off something called high karate
Pardon me.
would have to be
They fell over.
some bitters that are coming to us from Dash Fire in this tiny little perfumey bottle. And they are, in fact, Ancient Chinese Secret. These are really great. It's
Hi,
actually
Ken.
Mr. Lee's Ancient Chinese Secret. I forget whether that was the launderer on the Calgon commercials. But this is the one. I'm going
Well,
to
no,
give
she
this
tries to
2
get
dashes.
his cleaning secret out of him, and he says ancient Chinese
Ancient
secret.
Chinese Secret. And what do you know? It's just a bottle of
And then his
Calgon.
wife says, we need more Calgon.
Boom, boom, boom. So that's the way it was. Thought you could pull one over on me.
Because you could do that back then.
But these are fun. They're really great.
But they're good
They're like a
bitters.
5-spice bitter. So it adds quite a bit of flavor for a couple of dashes.
Brute, yes.
Brute.
I should have heard Brute for Ohana next year.
Today's your brute day.
We should just all, I'm thinking about the Vermont Country Store because I have a cocktail coming up later in this broadcast that's also inspired by a fragrance. We call them fragrances now.
Right. Thanks, bye-bye.
But
Parfum.
we need a visit to the Vermont Country Store. What
This is
the?
really screwing us up here.
Okay, well, YouTube is just
I
not.
don't know if YouTube is conking out on
I think
anybody on
that-
YouTube.
It is. We are live
Still
on
going.
YouTube. I don't know what's going on.
I'm
but,
not going to strain. Not only did I forget a strainer, but I don't need it. I'm going to strain into this fabulous Fu Manchu mug, actually from Wang's, San Diego.
No longer
Unfortunately,
open.
no longer there. Wang's was fabulous. It was an absolutely great place. The
Yep.
food was just excellent. And pour. And I'm going to reach behind you and throw in a straw. And we're going to try that secret.
All right, we're live, but on YouTube. But I guess we're live on YouTube. If we're live on, I don't know. No, something's wrong on YouTube. I don't know. Whatever. Hi, Philip.
Would you like to give this a try?
Donnie Most and Robbie Benson, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Oh,
Oh.
yeah. I thought about that one today.
Oh, there you go. Now you're really talking. And the thing about chocolate and peanut butter, peanut butter
good.
and chocolate is, if you're really offended by that, don't stand so close to me. You know, just social distancing. You know, then your chocolate won't get in my peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay, get the hell out of me.
That's really good.
Get the hell away from me. The high karate,
It's a good tropical.
I'd have to look
drink.
up. You know, I could probably look up right here because I happen to have those guys here as well.
Mhm.
Well, I did. What did I do with them?
All right. Thank you, Tom.
Oh, there they are.
Facebook's working. I don't know what happened with YouTube, but
All right.
you know what?
That was originally featured in a Jeff Berry book. So I'm going to look up and see if he name checks where that came from. I wouldn't mind actually being able.
Oh, John
to.
says YouTube was okay. Okay, great. Then
Okay.
it's just here.
Okay.
It's just here. Okay.
High karate. 40. take a look. We have to keep these guys.
It's been a week. I can't worry about it.
I'm not sure this is still in print in the market, but some version of this is. It's actually.
I think it's been reprinted in a different
collection of like several,
form.
like his first 3 or 4 books together with like a lot of great information. As it, I haven't updated and all that. So this, let's see, is a Beach Bum original. This is a Jeff Berry drink.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there you go.
It's a good. Well, no wonder it's good.
No wonder it's good. Jeff Berry actually like worked hard and made a great drink. There we go. Boom, done. No big surprise, but it's a terrific thing.
This is really good. I gotta say, it's like it's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here.
Do I need to crank that fan in here?
Maybe. I don't know. It's a little hot.
Mm.
I have ghost chili in my drink. Oh, it's Lily Tomlin. Yep.
Awesome. Cheese hawk and cornflakes, I think. Oh, Special K.
Yeah, sure. Make it about you.
Special K breakfast. You do, in fact, have ghost chili in there, which is, I have done that before where I kind of infuse it into a drink and then we go from there. And is it a little
I always
insane?
like it.
Yeah, I think it's slightly insane. So.
It is good, though. Both of them. So he has the High Karate. I have the Crazy Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Featuring ghost pepper, which you do not need to use. You don't even need to use the cayenne pepper, but I recommend it if you like it hot.
If you like it hot, you want to go for it. If you have an issue with the pepper, you probably want to stay away because your cayenne is going to make you break out, and then the ghost is going to put you in the hospital. So you don't want to go in there right now.
I'm sweating a little bit.
No, I tell you.
I'm not going to lie.
It brings it out. It brings it out.
Not going to lie.
Mm-hmm. Only the funnest in this house. All the classics. We remember them very well because commercials are designed to stick in your craw forever. Products which are long off the market, you can still sing the jingle.
Oh, Jeremy's still waiting for the official VL drink book.
We're working. We're working.
It's in the universe.
Rheingold is my beer. Rheingold is the dry beer.
I tell you a Brenner. Now that I'm gone, I tell you, don't smoke. Oh yeah.
I smoke.
Hi, Tiki Rick. And Peter, how about a Stretch Armstrong drink? That sounds
video
good.
not available. Oh, check out YouTube if you would.
Now I know. Well, that's what I was saying for us too. So.
Jeez, do we have to try this again? Can we relaunch on YouTube?
No, I think that.
Is it just gone down?
YouTube is just.
Having a hernia?
YouTube, when you go to the YouTube Creator Studio, there are messages like, no one is manning this, so whatever happens, you're on your own.
You know, This is true. Their staff is all working remotely. If something gets screwed up, oh well. Hope that Facebook staff is doing something because we might just have to come up with a Zoom.
Yep, I'm just going to click away from it.
What is the product here?
Hi, Marcy.
That's
Oh, more cologne.
Looks like Aqua Velva.
That's Aqua Velva.
And who is the spokesmodel here?
I don't know.
I'd have to think about that.
I'm sure I don't know.
Yeah, Broadway person, actually. Movie person, too. I'll think about it.
Wow, that's a cheesy looking bedroom. I wish we could just turn the video around and you could see the commercials we're seeing. Because
I like this guy. He just hoisted a 70s AC into the window himself, and he's just like, whoop. Yeah. There's nothing in that box,
and it's wood paneled.
Yes. Oh, and it's Harvest Gold.
Hi, Randall. Yeah, it's a wood paneled air conditioner. I would love to have that now. That's so bad.
Oh, he's like Clint Walker or somebody. This is a Western guy.
All right, so
his later years, he did commercials.
I'm going to make my mocktail.
I think it's done.
I think so too.
Especially since you're burning up with that baby.
I know. Well, I'm going to finish this first, but then I'm going to make my mocktail.
I will continue to enjoy.
There is so much pepper at the bottom of this glass.
Sedimentary, my dear Watson.
I'm like, I can't really talk right now. There's pepper at the bottom of my glass.
We might go even further insane. I don't know. It might happen. Has Calgon taken you away yet?
Thank you. Okay. My mocktail for the evening, I'm calling Jim's Second Cup. And if you are of a certain age, you remember the U-Band commercials. Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home. Also parodied in the movie Airplane. But by a woman who looks exactly like the woman in the commercials, making me think, like, was that her?
We got to take a look carefully.
Did they just get her because
they probably just found somebody to be perfect,
a dead ringer. But anyway, just gonna look at my ingredients. Okay, got it.
Got it good.
Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home.
It's more fun in the airplane version. Oh, what do you know? It's O.J. Simpson for some 60s muscle.
Back when he was a viable spokesperson for your product.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a time.
Do you mind getting me some ice in my coffee cup?
Glad ice your cup.
Thank you. So I am starting with. Oh, did we bring over our little jigger thingy?
We do have a jig. You mean this guy?
Yes, thank you.
Always love the jig on a shot.
So I am starting with 1 ounce of
pony in a shot.
Coffee syrup, which is simply 1 part coffee and 1 part sugar. And then you just stir it.
Make a nice strong coffee and then combine it. Did you say hi to Andrew?
Dissolved. I did not. Hi, Andrew.
Hello. And Marcy.
Thank
and
you
Randall.
for joining us.
Hello. Some old spiced rum. Yeah, I'm going to take that and I'm going to go. There we go.
Now,
We'll
normally.
shave and then we'll apply the old spice. Yeah.
Okay, so that was 1 ounce coffee syrup.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do 2 ounces of coconut seltzer.
Which you could really eyeball. This is not that kind of a drink.
Yeah, you could definitely eyeball it.
You're measuring because.
But I think 2 ounces is going to be perfect in my coffee cup. So, and you could stop here and it would be delicious. But I'm going to add a little bit of lime juice because I did try this today, that lime really makes it come alive.
It's the thing. It's the thing for you.
Okay. So let me get the lime. And I will take, if you don't mind,
I think our color's a little overexposed.
Stick.
Actually, I'm going to pop this down a bit.
Are you saying we're overexposed?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't feel overexposed. All right. 1/4 ounce fresh lime juice.
Yeah, I don't feel overexposed. I can just walk out in public and nobody knows who I am.
Nobody knows who we are.
You know me.
Completely obscure.
I run a weekly cocktail show on the internet where we actually give you all sorts of fun pop culture stuff. But you probably never heard my name.
Like, great, go get in line.
That's why I carry the American Express card. When I lay this baby down, you go, wow, that guy's a big spender. Hot stuff. Don't leave home without it.
Do you mind bringing me something I can put this in or I won't get the bar all sticky? Thank you. So this is Jim's second cup.
Jim's
he never has a second cup of coffee at home. It's
his
really
second cup now.
I said it was good before I drank it because I had actually tried it earlier today. So 1 ounce coffee syrup, which is 1 part coffee, 1 part sugar. Stir until the sugar is dissolved. 2 ounces of coconut seltzer and 1/4 ounce fresh lime juice.
It's a floor wax and a dessert topping.
It's a floral wax.
It's dessert topping.
It's a floral wax.
It's a dessert topping.
It's a floral wax.
It's a dessert topping, you cow.
Hey, you two.
Hello, David and Wayne has joined us. And Doug. Doug is actually plugging the Sanka. Of course.
Yeah. Sanka.
And we've got Dan still. James Garner coffee commercial. Yeah, what was that? Was he one of the coffee achievers? I know that he did the beef council ones in the 80s where it's just beef is what for dinner. I'm Jim Garner. I actually eat meat every day. So should you.
I'm from Oklahoma where there's a lot of beef.
And we're going to plug that beef on you right now. Boom. Done. Sorry, all you vegetarians. We're here to sell some beef.
So Jim's second cup is really good.
That's pretty tasty. Tiny little tea leaves. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. See you later, Tom. I drink swill.
When I want water, I keep it simple and I keep it domestic.
Drink swill.
Bye-bye. John Moore. Oh, Brunford, D.C.
Hi.
Hey. Excellent. The lighted orb.
Yes.
That is pretty kryptonite, isn't it?
It is sort of kryptonite-esque.
It's funny because
John.
that bulb was sort of a light violet, but he was coming off.
And hello, Brian.
This aquamarine glowing orb from Star Trek.
And Sandy and Jerry. Hello.
Hey, awesome. Hello. We do have some of the crowd from Thursday here.
Yes, Tiki Thursday.
Well, I think you're going to have to show off a bit to get onto another sort of call, but glad you could join us here.
Yeah, Mike, I remember that. Garner and Mariette Hartley did Polaroid commercials. I remember that.
Yes,
and
that's
Jen,
right.
Hello.
They did. They actually made a good pair there. That's why they did a lot of
the auto-generated closed captions. I don't know how to turn that off because I'm not seeing them now. But
I'm not seeing them.
Whatever.
We did figure out how to turn that off. Go to your screen. At the bottom of your screen, you see a little gear that will allow you to change the resolution. hit that, and you'll see a thing where closed
Should
captions.
you want to, because they sounds like they're hilarious. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's great, it's great. Keep it going. What the hell, you know? We should have closed captions going on in Russian or something. Now that would be a big laugh. Bomb diggity. If you hit that gear, you can actually choose. It's usually defaulted on, so default it off. Boom, done.
I'm just thinking if Jim never has a second cup of coffee at home.
I'm thinking I like mine with a twist.
There's so many implications in that.
Yeah, like what else is he not doing at home?
The hostess of their party is like, sure he won't stay? Like she's trying to get Jim to stay.
Mm-hmm. And not the
Maybe
wife.
your wife could go home.
Yeah, and maybe Jim could stay. We could just have a little conversation until the early hours of the morning.
Oh, Jim, we don't control it, so.
I don't know.
I'm glad they're there. Oh, wait, are we live again?
Let's try it again. Let's try it again. Well, YouTube seems to be conked out. We're gone. Sorry, folks. If you're watching on YouTube, you've been booted. Switch to Facebook. If I'm telling you this on YouTube, I'm not because it's gone. So hope you already switched.
John says swingers. Exactly.
Swingers. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep, that's the thing. There's the thing. Hey, now, this is Swinging 70s. Hey, would you like another cup of coffee? And then maybe we can talk about things. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of beef in Oklahoma. Oh, my gosh. Cowboy country. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yes, I like my coffee like I like my men. No, thank you. I take it black. Like my men. Airplane, if you don't know.
Doing more airplane references here tonight, but airplane definitely weaves in a few commercials here.
Airplane definitely.
Definitely have that going
brought
on.
In the Naked Gun too, but really more so. Oh, John says refresh YouTube and it works. Okay.
Okay, let's try it out. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't know.
We tried to refresh. It was totally conked. Let's try it again. We are live.
There we are.
Okay. What's that?
Well, all right.
So let's see. Let's check this business out. That's as far as we go with that. Okay, so that's good.
I don't know. Just back away quietly.
I tell you, if you are still watching on YouTube and it happens, try the advice. We just tried it. Thank you, John.
4 people
watching on
watching.
Facebook. 4 people watching.
Back away quietly.
Just hit the refresh, and maybe this comes back. If this absolutely fails for you on YouTube, we're simultaneously live on Facebook. Just switch to Facebook. You'll find us. Not a big deal. We're going to 2 platforms because, look, our audience is many places. We're trying to hit as many as we can, and we have our content there all year long. So there you go. So we're going to actually drop that on us so we can switch back and forth easily.
All right.
Boom, 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 boom.
Harvey's Bristol. That's 2 votes for Harvey's Bristol.
2 votes for Harvey's.
Yes.
Now I got to go find a bottle of sherry.
Did Mrs. Olsen help more women than she has? That's a good one, Lisa.
Mrs.
Olsen. Yeah, she was just kind of there.
She was always,
why was she there?
She was always there, and she was always kind of pushy. It's just like, oh, you should only use Folgers. It is mountain grown. Only the finest beans.
Why is she there?
I'm thinking, what, did Juan Valdez go to Sweden and decide to start roasting coffee or something? Something like that. And why is she always there?
Why are you here?
Why are you in my kitchen? What the hell's going on here? Commercials have that thing about them. You're just ordinary housewife is just fretting about things. Suddenly there's this huge bald guy washing the floor. You're like, what?
Well, that's just like a porno.
Actually, yes. So suddenly it's just a porn scenario.
Yeah.
The hell?
Marlboro Man. Oh, you can't see it. We got the Marlboro record behind us. But
the music from Marlboro Country, which actually was the music from the Magnificent Seven.
Don't leave home without it.
They bought the rights to that, used it in a commercial, and then you were there riding your horse on the plains there. You were magnificent. You were going to go and reclaim that town with Yul Brynner. Second time tonight he's been name checked. And you just whipped out your hard pack of Marlboros, whooped one in there, and lit that sucker up. Yeah.
Your what's?
I'm in Flavor Country.
Which cigarettes?
MOWBRO.
Marlboros.
Marlboros. Yep. When I ages ago when I worked at a convenience store, how many people walked in every day saying, "Give me a pack of Marlboros"? Pretty hilarious. Back then they were about 65 cents the pack. Now that'll tell you something about my age.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Another commercial /90s NYC band name. You're soaking in it. You're soaking in what?
I'm just getting this image in my head of handbills for CB's and downtown Beirut too. Tonight, You're soaking with it. Your mom and Calgon. Take me away. Boom. You know.
Just think like you're soaking in it.
Back in the day, get it off of me. You know. Back in the day, I was on some of those bills, and there were such bands opening up as Finster. You know, fine stuff. Hey, Big Tayback. Excellent. What's he hawking?
Vic Tayback did a
he's
ton
the
of
guy.
commercial. He did a parquet commercial.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And here he is appearing in your kitchen, and like this is like another adult movie scenario going on and on. But just look at that shine.
Oh, Mike, that's a good idea. Ring around the collar.
Oh
ring around the
yeah.
collar. Ring around the collar.
Those disgusting rings, you know.
Those dirty rings. You can try soaking them out.
Not gonna work.
Just so judgmental. Like when I think about those commercials now, I'm just like, wow. So much judgment.
More than a little condescending about you the housewife, and how you have failed. And you know what your biggest enemies are?
You haven't failed. You have failed.
You have in fact failed, miss. And what have you failed at? You failed at cleanliness. The family is suddenly exposed to germs because of you. Wow, prescient. It's that sort of thing. Commercials are designed to be very condescending, to make you feel insecure. So you will go and buy a product.
But I have to say, I think there's still a lot of that.
Yes, there still is.
I mean, you can't log onto the internet without seeing another article about how you're not cleaning well enough.
Yeah, nothing is good.
You're not cleaning your
in this day and age,
well
you're
enough.
not cleaning your hands well enough, etc.,
groceries well enough.
Maybe you should be soaking in it. Oh.
You're not cleaning your mail well enough.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, but definitely.
Oh.
Back in the 80s, butter talked. Yeah, that's right. First of all, it was, what's this guy doing at the Brady home? I'm just saying, it's Danny Thomas.
Yep, it's Danny Thomas.
What's he doing at the Brady home? He's talking Maxwell House.
He's talking Maxwell House.
That's what he's doing. So, first of all, you had your butter lid popping up and talking at you, and your margarine lid claiming it was butter. This is just this
pretending
sort of
to be something it's not.
It's sort of a Sartre thing. Your butter starts talking to you when you talk back.
But it starts talking to you pretending to be something it's not.
And then these robust male models were saying, we're eating this stuff, this cheap margarine, and saying, I can't believe it's not butter. So.
But that wasn't parquet.
No, that was I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah.
With Fabio. Speaking of Fabio. So, yes.
Tiptiest shrimp spritzer. Try saying that 5 times fast.
I'm kind of amazed that no one has yet whipped out. I think this was one of the really big margarine labels back in the day that came in sticks. Fleischmann's. I think it was Fleischmann's. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody could correct me here. With the whole business about you've got this woman in this long flowing robe and she tastes the butter. It's delicious, buttery. Actually, it's margarine. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature.
Bad faith, margarine. Oh yeah.
Bad faith. There we go. Lisa's got it.
Oh yeah, you can't fool Mother Nature.
I think there was a fairly notable actress who was playing Mother Nature in that case, but I could be wrong. Yeah. Flavored coffee.
It's much more sensual.
Shrub.
Oh yeah, well they had that international coffees.
Yeah, Taster's Choice International.
Taster's Choice International coffee.
And they were served in that glass mug that was like the globe. I remember I had a couple of those at one point.
Oh,
and,
yeah. I had one too.
Over time they bit the dust, but I should get another pair. They're really cool. I love those mugs.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a fun thing. It was like
what was the
just
royal
somebody out there in the outback, grabbing that cup of coffee. Imperial, thank you.
Philip answered it. Imperial.
Boom. There we go.
Oh, chiffon. So many margarines.
Chiffons. Margarine was
so
a
many
thing.
margarines.
Margarine was a thing because butter was high in saturated fat, and suddenly it was bad for you. You shouldn't have that much fat.
And now,
so we all ate margarine.
Now it's okay.
And then suddenly the big demon is not saturated fat at all. It is
trans fat.
Trans fats, hydrogenated fats. Oh, they're all over the place. You can't win. One minute coffee's bad for you, raises your blood pressure. 1 minute it's good for you, thins your blood. All I say is drink your cup every morning if that's your bag. Go to town. Me, I'm with the tiny little tea leaves. So. And I think I'm getting kind of low on this marvelous thing from Wang's. So it's time for me to whip out another thing on you. So I think I'm going to go with the Wall of Pain. Now you were working.
Wall of Pain. Now, did you already write this down?
Oh, I did not. So if you want to get on this one,
all right.
I'm going to try something crazy.
I already did Crazy Eddie.
Yeah,
I'm going to do something else crazy.
I'm going to do something else crazy. I'm going to do a tribute to Madman Muntz, the man who started the whole craze.
What are we calling this
for the insane pitchman? He had on like that Napoleon hat, and he was appearing in his commercials with his hand in his jacket like this.
I never saw those.
Now, those were really like early 50s because he sold used cars and then he made cheap TVs.
Before my time.
And the reason that I know Madman Muntz is that then he was at a trade show and he saw this thing that was like a continuous loop cartridge for radio stations. You know, you worked at a radio station. Remember the radio station?
I know where this is going.
And he thought, that's brilliant. You could put those in cars. So he had his team come up with something that was exactly the same thing, but instead of being a mono card, it actually was stereo and had 2 programs, and that was the original tape program for your car, the 4-track cartridge. Gosh. I'm holding something that looks like an 8-track, and you're like, but it's an 8-track. Actually, no. See the hole in the back? 4-track cartridge. Back in the 60s, there were 2 formats that looked like this.
Other shows may make cocktails. Other shows may do retro, but nobody gets geekier than we do.
Nobody gets it down to the great
Nobody gets geekier.
This is actually a Jimmy Smith album called The Cat. Great album. It's got arrangements by Lalo Schifrin. Wow. That's kind of cool.
Madman Muntz.
I can play this too, just not right now. I'd have to create it at the machine. We're going to call this one Madman Muntz. Yep. So here we go. An incredible 4-track cartridge. Bought this sealed. I have played it sparingly.
M-U-N-T-Z?
M-U-N-T-Z. That's
All
Muntz.
right.
And if you take a look at the cartridges, they always say not affiliated with Muntz TV. By that point, he sold off the television division.
Muntz TV. One minute it's cholesterol, the next minute it's COVID. I know you can't win. You cannot win.
He was used cars. So he was used cars, and so he's really the prototype for Cal Worthington, the insane pitchman selling used cars. Then he was selling cheap TVs. His TVs were like $99 in the 50s when TVs were expensive.
I got to catch you up on some comments. Jen says, all this butter is making me think of Big Butter. Jesus. When did thinking you were Napoleon stop being the benchmark for crazy? Oh, not that long ago.
Jeremy, go to a site called The Straight Dope and punch that into the search, and you'll find a very entertaining answer about that.
Send us a link after the show. We love it.
Very entertaining answer about all this stuff.
Yeah, Doug says Lear?
Mm-hmm. Now, Lear, so here's the thing. Muntz does this. He puts these things in cars in 1962. Like, within a year, you've got people like Frank Sinatra driving around in his, what did he drive? Not a Lincoln, but...
Cadillac?
Not a Caddy. It was a very sporty, very expensive car. And he had one of these installed in there, and he's playing these things. Yeah, I'm going to listen to a little bit of Merv Griffin here on my tape player. Yeah, that's right, baby. That kind of stuff. And suddenly it was the hot stuff. Jerry Lewis found that you could buy a recorder, and he's like, wait a minute. And he starts recording his scripts onto cartridges.
Hello, Amanda. Welcome.
And playing them back on the way to the lot so we can memorize scripts more easily. And then he starts using videotape. Jerry Lewis was very innovative. Different kind of madman. But this was just a really great format. Suddenly it was a big thing. It sounds stupid now to look at these cartridges. And within a year, who else gets a hold of this thing? Bill Lear. Bill Lear was behind Motorola.
Lear.
He had done car stereo. He decided to make compact executive jets. And then he sees this thing and he's just like, that's great. Wait a minute, I want some of that action. So he has to redesign it so he can make it more unique. And he does. And he's like, well, the thing about this thing is that, like, you know, you got this big hole in there. Why don't you just put that whole pinch roller inside the cartridge? And why don't you double up on the program so you can use less tape?
We still have Lear jets, but we don't still have 8-tracks. I'm just saying.
Who doesn't still have 8-tracks?
Well, you do, but...
Well, some of us do.
Most people don't.
I still have some actual Learjet 8-track cartridges, as a matter of fact. So he does this, and here's the thing. Muntz was just this guy who was a used car salesman. Lear was a guy who knew guys from RCA and Columbia and Ford. And he's like, well, if RCA wants to, and RCA Capital and Columbia want to make the cartridges, and Ford wants to put the players in the car, then suddenly this thing really takes off. So Muntz lost out. Within about 5 years, the 4-track was kind of dead.
Oh,
the
Lisa
8-track lived
K-Tel.
on. So,
yes.
I'm looking at it.
I love it.
8-track cartridges, they're great.
Doug has 8-track.
I believe you either have a nice Lear machine or you have a good picture of a nice Lear machine. The real thing is kind of cool. The real Lear cartridges are actually very durable. Unfortunately, they're the ones with the gummy pinch rollers and they fall apart. So it's a real problem. Real problem. But when they play well, I mean, I've got, what was I just playing the other day? The RCA cartridge of Peter Gunn, the 2 Peter Gunn albums. It sounds great. This thing is easily 55 years old. What can I say? Keep them in shape, you know? Keep your player clean.
So what goes into the Madman months?
Madman months. I think did I use this already? Yes, I did. Away it goes. Making sure.
We got class.
I think I'll use the old shaker just because, hey,
there you go.
It's a nice color for you. What I have done here is to infuse.
It really coordinates with your shirt too. I'm just saying.
Amazingly enough, you know.
Look at that.
Kind of nice, you know
All
what I'm
right.
saying. So I actually did what you did. I just did it a little while ago to try to make more insane flavor. What I have here is 2 ounces of gin.
Okay.
Happen to be using New Amsterdam Stratosphere. A really nice London Dry. A lot of flavor in there. Hey, it's McLean Stevenson for the Kelbill pack. Bang, bang, bang.
Sugar smacks.
And what did I throw in here? I threw just a little bit of the marjoram. We've got this growing in the garden. It's going crazy. So I said, I want some flavor there. I want some herbal flavor. We already have some herbal flavor from the gin. It's crazy to infuse something in gin. It's already infused. It's stupid. You're insane. And then I whipped out the Buchalokia. Ghost pepper. And I gave it a pretty heavy hit.
Okay.
So this is truly insane.
How much of a heavy hit?
Oh, I would probably say about 1/8 of a teaspoon.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty hard.
How much is that in 0.0125?
Yes. 0.125.
TSP.
Let's actually ice this baby.
I'm excited to try it, but I think most people would not be excited to try it.
I'm going to do the fault.
Hi, Roberta.
This is the drink with a chaser. Oh, it's Charles Nelson Riley for Big Banana.
Charles Manson Riley for Big Banana.
Yes, that's the man.
Gummy pinrollers dripping like a tan belt. I honestly, I hear all these. I'm like, oh yeah, TIAC, because I've been married to this one for 21 years.
Think. Don't gum up your TIAC with gummy HI cartridges. Repair your cartridges
my
first.
sister's
They
old
only work.
Mercury has a dashboard jukebox for Roberta. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, wait a minute, like the Highway Hi-Fi, or
yeah, Lidsville.
Or
And
the
Match Game.
Or the Auto Victrola. The RCA Victrola was a better idea. The Auto Victrola was a better idea for the car because they played 45s.
My personal favorite Match Game for Charles Nelson Riley.
Yeah. Now, you probably don't want your valuable 45s going into something that plays records in the car, but you know what? I got a lot of beat up 45s.
Your valuable 45s.
You know, you talk to the DJs, they spend a lot of money on 45s. Don't do that in the car. But something that would play a 45 in dash.
That's a different live video.
That's a different kind of cool. I gotta say.
That's a different live video.
What should go with this? I'm thinking that this probably just wants to be Martinez, let's go.
You came up with the first 2 ingredients and then you just...
Space.
Wait. Okay, so this has that has nothing. The marjoram infused gin and the ghost pepper. What about some Grand Marnier?
Well, I was thinking about perhaps some Kitsch-en.
What? Okay.
Yep.
This is sort of a martini on acid.
Martinez.
Is this just going to be like a martini on
Probably
acid?
not the most insane thing to add about a 1/4 ounce of the Kitsch here.
Okay.
But this is actually an unusual vermouth.
How much are you adding?
1/4 ounce. There we go. We're making a fairly dry Martini. Hot. This is a truly insane amount of the Jolokia. I'm literally going to stir it up some more of it gets in there. And we're dumping the whole business into there. The infusion has happened. I've done similar before.
I feel like if you had really planned this far ahead of time, you could have infused an olive in pepper sauce or something to make this just truly
Absolutely
hot,
crazy.
martini.
I could do something very interesting. Could you pass me a skewer, please? One of the metal ones. I would like.
What?
I'd like to impale something. We're going to go.
Those skewers impale too. Pardon me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't want to screw up your creativity. Here.
I have a fun idea. Let's really make this nuts.
Okay. He just walks away. Oh, I bet I can guess what you're doing. Are you going to be garnishing with a pickled product? Oh, no. Oh, you did not. Oh, no, you didn't.
Hello, a habanero pepper.
You did not do that.
We happen to have them. We're going hot, folks. I mean hot. I mean really hot. The ghost pepper and the habanero. Strain into your cocktail glass. You basically have the world's burn your face off martini. It even has some strange green flecks going on inside there. Now this, I guarantee this will be fun. My experience.
I guarantee this will be fun if we survive.
You may not survive. I don't know. I actually want to dip that baby in there. Let's get familiar.
Oh boy. This is going to be interesting.
Going to be fun. My experience with such infusions is as follows.
Okay.
Take it slowly, because every sip is a punch.
Hi, Howard.
Every sip will make you step back.
Oh.
Kate knows what's going on. There we go. Ready?
Mike, we're kosher and we have to answer to a higher authority.
Oh yeah. You want to take that very slowly.
Quad needs his own gear cast from the cellar lab. Well, first he has to clear out the cellar lab so that he can get down there.
That would be a good first step, I'd say.
I remember the commercials of every Broadway play, Peter. Maybe we'll start singing soon. Hi, John.
Yeah, actually, this glass is getting hotter as I hold it. Woo, 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 woo.
Creativity is 1% inspiration and 99% rum. There you go.
In this case,
hi, Bill.
I'm going with the original formula of 99% perspiration because I'm starting to sweat. Oh boy.
Peter, I remember the commercials for Evita.
Oh yeah.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you all through my wild days, my mad existence. I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
These days you keep
I
your
kept
distance.
my promise. Anyway, whatever. Jen says so exciting. Can I try it or?
Oh, I wish you would. A very small sip, please. I recommend such.
Is it?
Well, no, sure.
Is there going to be steam coming out of my ears in a second?
Maybe. I'm just saying. Give it a second. Wait for that punch.
I like it. It is very, very hot.
It is very.
It is very, very hot, but I enjoy that amount.
Joe DiMaggio from Mr. Coffee. You remember those?
There you go.
Yep.
I like
Famous
it.
ball players hawking a coffee
Better
machine.
than cats. He's better than cats.
You remember the one? This was a very New York.
Flame on.
I know Mike remembers this one. This was a New York area
Better
commercial
than cats.
where you got this kid who's all of about like 11 years old, and he's just like, I really liked it. And this is again from somebody who's seen a lot of Broadway. Like,
I've seen a lot of shows.
you've seen all the shows in about what, 4 or 5 years, kid? Okay.
We make money the old-fashioned way. We earn it. Yeah, right.
I remember there was a parody of that, which I think had John Houseman. I think he was in the original commercials, but then he did the parody where it says, like, we earn the money the old-fashioned way. We steal it, you know? And which is basically the way of the world, folks. No comment. No comment past that. No politics, but the simple fact is.
Well, I want to make my next one, even though I'm kind of excited for the one I didn't even write down yet.
Mm-hmm. Luckily,
well, that was Jim's second.
Brought one of these over. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay.
Jim didn't finish the cup.
Shaker.
Oh yes, come on.
It's finished. That's water from the ice.
Mm-hmm. Mere watering.
It's just water.
It's strictly water, Sid.
Thank you.
There
Strictly
you go.
water.
There you go. Watch out for that.
Thank you. Okay.
You need a strainer.
I do need a strainer.
Yeah, it's going your way.
Although this one you could strain, or you could just shake with ice and pour it into a low ball glass. I happen to like mine strained. Ice me, please.
Coming your way.
Thank you. So this one is Charlie. Speaking of perfumes / colognes, I remember Charlie. The commercials with Shelley Hack for the Revlon perfume Charlie. I did share a link to. Did I share a link to one? I thought I shared. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I shared a link to
Do we have
one.
a playlist?
We do have a playlist.
All right.
Let me go get our
these
playlist.
days, I keep forgetting the playlist. This is crazy. If you're not listening to the playlist up on Spotify, she's going to drop it on you right now.
It's a good one.
We start into these things. I just launch in. I forget about the fact that you did all this work on this great playlist. If you haven't been listening, just listen later. There's some great stuff on there. It's all very commercial oriented, of course.
It is.
You can find some great things on Spotify is one of the largest jukeboxes in the world. An account is free.
I love Spotify.
I am not plugging them because they don't pay me. I'm just saying we use it, and honestly, it's good. Frankly, we use the premium version, and I'm pretty happy with it.
John, we did not get the Little Shop of Horrors commercial in LA. Well, no, we did, but like much later.
Yeah, when it was on tour, probably.
So, okay, here we go. Okay, so I just dropped the playlist on you.
Bang on you. And onto YouTube's.
Oh my gosh.
Gabe Allard for Biz.
Okay, so Charlie.
I think you're right. I think it was Little Shop of Horrors. And this came from a kid who's seen a lot of Broadway. Yeah? Okay, kid. Let's talk about that.
There's anything I hate, it's a precocious kid.
I swear. Kid, you bother me.
Or Charlie is in Starkist Tuna.
Charlie, the producer, the Hollywood producer with the beret. Hey there, kid. So anyway.
Jeremy, you could do a mocktail version, call it a designer imposter. That's a great idea, actually. So
I'm still burning. I just took another sip of that. Wow.
I like it. We could trade because I enjoy
This is not one of those martinis that you go whoop to. This is one that you take.
Well, you really shouldn't be gulping down martinis anyway.
No, it's a bad idea. It's too fast. It's too fast. And look, I'm looking at a Haley's MO commercial. Because here's the thing, that this baby is a two-parter, and the second part, after you're done with like burning yourself alive, is one of these. So.
Speaking of, I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
I can't believe I ate the whole thing. You did it.
Okay, so that was 1.5 ounces of spiced rum. And then I'm going to do 1 ounce of peach nectar.
Jen is scared to try a drink inspired by a really bad perfume.
It's actually, we did have this, so this is actually good. But I understand your trepidation.
I do look like I'm turning red. I am not actually flushing or anything. I'm slightly warm because it's warm in here.
No, I was flushing earlier. I can admit it.
Oh, it's Cheryl Teague's for something or other.
CoverGirl.
CoverGirl. Oh, there you go. Always for makeup.
A 1/4 ounce fresh lime juice. This is the Charlie.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It's not a complex drink. Like Charlie, the perfume.
Yep. And let's not forget, hello, angels. A different Charlie.
Different Charlie.
That
but,
the Charlie girl in the commercial ended up being one of his girls. Yep.
That's the thing. Shelley Hack, she was the Charlie girl, and then she became a Charlie's Angel. So her career, short as it was really defined by different Charlies.
Charlie's. It was Charlie's all the way.
Glass, please.
Come to which glass do you
need?
Thank
you. A cocktail.
Cocktail, come to
That one would be lovely.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you. Any cocktail glass will do.
Any cocktail glass would do.
This is the Charlie. I already know this is good. This is lovely for an afternoon.
Take a look at your screen there. Different angel.
Yep.
I'm not sure what Jacqueline Smith is hawking, but she's hawking
Smith. Thank you.
Incredible.
Well, she was a model, so.
Yes, so entirely appropriate.
You're just hot stuff, Paul. There you go.
Switching down.
I still like the Charlie. Oh, the Vlasic pickles. Vlasic.
It was some kind of fowl who was doing that. It was a duck, I think. Oh, of course, it was a duck there with a cigar there.
Yep.
There you go, Vlasic pickles. So you didn't want to try them in the.
I think I'm going to add some bitters to Charlie.
Hey, remember when you're eating Vlasic pickles and you get to the secret weed.
I'm going to add.
That's good. And I think
it's good, but it could be better.
All the ingredients are very appropriate.
Thank you.
Well, we happen to have some bitters right here.
Thank you. That's exactly what I wrote down.
Ping!
Okay.
Hey, it's Susie Chapstick.
I think it'll be even better now.
I tell you, the hits
Susie
just keep on rolling with this stuff.
Oh my gosh.
The idiocy that you remember
my entire
from
life
back in the day. I am living it right now.
We can tell I grew up on TV. It's my life passing before my eyes is just going to be TV.
A series of television commercials.
Thank you.
Ding.
All right, let's try it now.
Try that. Hmm.
Yep, I like that better.
Hey, it's what do you know? It's pre-president, pre-governor Reagan.
There you go.
Something about Brill cream, I think.
Brill cream. Yeah, I'm out here on the Ponderosa, but I'd better check my hair.
I better well, President Reagan, or even
said no one on the Ponderosa
even
ever.
pre-President Reagan had to check that famous pompadour. I'm just saying, that's the thing. All you California residents would agree.
I don't know about that, but I'm not sure that that's the case at all. But all right, Anjali. I was thinking about that today. I could bring home the bacon, fry it up in the pan. Yeah, it's very strange. It's so strange. And then they have kids in it too.
Strange stuff. Hi, Kathy.
Because the guy's like, tonight I can cook for the kids. It's very strange.
There's something going on here.
Hi, Kathy. Yeah, it's. I love it. I don't mean to sound like I don't love it because I do love it, but it
love it because
is
you love it.
Strange. Kind of odd.
And then you would actually hear.
What's more?
Go do that try. Very small bits.
I already tried it.
Very small bits. Then you would hear Peggy Lee singing that song and be like, hey, wait a minute, that's the commercial,
What brand of scrunchie does Paul use? He doesn't have any now.
No scrunchie necessary. Hey, it's astronaut Jim Lovell.
He was on Brady Bunch too, right?
I think he was.
Yep.
He's like the guy who actually approached the moon twice and didn't land on it. Well, only once he was supposed to.
How should I be known for that? Hi,
How
Sandra.
do you know for that? It's just like denied.
He almost got to the moon.
Oh man.
It's like what Mike Collins.
Mike Collins, who orbited the moon. I remember somebody.
Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin.
Neil and Buzz are
walked on the moon. Mike Collins was just out there
gallivanting around. He's just like, yeah, I'm just orbiting. We're cool. We're totally cool. Whatever, guys. Blah blah blah. When you get back in here, I just want you to. You know what I want you to do? Yeah, I want you to shut up. Okay, just shut up about it. Truth is, I saw
Hi, Steven.
I saw a comment from him where he was saying the entire experience was just so ultra cool, basically, that he was like, I didn't land on the moon. It was too much. It was still great. Also, when you get to
he was in space.
He was in space.
I mean,
I flew to the moon.
Give the guy a break.
When you get to the other side of the moon, communications is totally cut off. You can't even talk to the guys on the orb below you. You're like, this is possibly the most awesome place to be.
He went to the dark side.
The man actually saw you on the dark side of the moon.
Dark side of the moon.
Years early.
That is kind of cool.
He was preempting Pink Floyd. So there you go. Mike Collins, my man. But definitely.
Jeremy, we have commercials on. Which is why Paul keeps getting distracted.
I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, I had Howard Co-sell for Vitalis.
Hi, Fred.
I have used Vitalis for years, and this is why my hair is always perfect. When I am calling an all-leaf fight, you will never see a hair out of place because, in fact, I use the Vitalis. I'm not being paid for that. Actually, I am being paid for that.
He is being paid for that.
Come to think of it, I'm being paid for that. But anyway,
these guys don't.
I recommend that you use Vitalis as well because, after all, I am Howard Cosell. So,
celebrities don't do commercials for free. At least not back then. I suppose now if they really care about something, they'll do it for free. But
not going to happen. Oh, the Bruce Jenner commercials. And he's going for the gold, which only makes me think of
Caitlin.
The SNL parody with Belushi. And Belushi goes for the
chocolate
gold,
donuts.
and he made it.
They've been on my training table for years.
Ran a lot of miles training for the marathon, and I down a lot of donuts.
Little chocolate donuts.
Because Bruce is talking Wheaties. And I'm sure Bruce ate Wheaties every day. Yeah, right? He wasn't eating any carbs at all. He was on the pure protein diet. He was downing 10 Slim Jims every morning. Bang, bang, bang.
Now Bruce is Caitlin.
And things turn around. And things change. Well, as much as I could work on this thing, I'm going to work on this thing for about the next 12 hours. Which means I'll be taking a break and throwing it in the fridge.
I like it.
Yeah, this is great. I really love the burn. The burn is great, but it's a slow burn. I know some people who should go nowhere near this cocktail. If you're one of those people, I recommend that you go nowhere near this because you'll be in extreme pain. But I will take a sip of
Doug's
this.
got to get one. Takes a licking and keeps on taking.
Oh,
Yep.
my watch. Where's my watch?
You hear that? That's someone who can't take the heat.
Right down the wrong way, baby.
You better put that Alka-Seltzer in some water.
Like, I got a glass of water right here. Dump it in, and away we go.
I enjoy it.
I
I have only had 2 sips, but I like it.
Keep
That's
the
a
water
drink that you could order in a bar
and just
when you don't
nurse
have
it.
enough money for drinks.
Yeah.
You could just have that one.
You could really nurse this along because you really have to nurse it along. If you actually were to take it fast, you would be in trouble.
You'd be in the hospital.
But if you take it slowly, I think you'll be okay. I'm not going to say I won't pay for that later, but we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Can't wait.
There could be consequences. There could be consequences.
He's scaring me.
So I think that we will actually try something else. And interestingly enough, we're working the hot theme tonight.
Well, you haven't. Okay, so you're going to do your next one.
I'm going to do another
Okay.
drink here.
Good.
Do my next drink here.
That's not hot.
Definitely. Well, interestingly enough, I wanted a drink. I was thinking of other commercials, and one of the things that came to mind was Sea Breeze. Beautiful skin can be a breeze. And I thought, hey, there's a Sea Breeze cocktail.
And then he got that stuck in my head.
And now it's all stuck in all of our heads for cripe's sake. And I'm thinking, you know what? Actually, that's a pretty good drink, so I'm going to go with it. So we happen to have a sample of size of vodka here. This comes from Park Vodka, Banff, Canada. Anybody north of the border watching, kudos to you. And I was looking at this saying, actually, this isn't just a straight up vodka. This is vodka infused with bird's eye chili.
Hi, Jenny.
Oh, get it? Oh, sure. Sure, Jen. I got a better idea.
Just toss it back like a shot and get it over with.
I'm going to package this into like a sealed type bottle. I'm going to send it to you. And you can try that.
I'm the one who's going to have to take him to the hospital. So.
Hello, hospital? We have a sample to try. This is new for us.
Yes,
So
Johnny Carson did have so many parodies of commercials.
Park chili vodka. This is
All
not
right.
supposed to be insanely hot, but we'll see how
chili
it is.
vodka?
Yes, bird's eye chili. Not that bird's eye. That's a different commercial. Oh, Clean and Shine. The foam that cleans as well as it shines. With Flo Henderson.
This is the second liquor I've tried from this distillery that was thick. It's like syrupy.
It shouldn't be. There's no sugar in here.
No.
This is just water. It's just spirit cut to 80 proof and the bird's eye chili.
Bartles and James.
Oh.
Have you had many a young lusher stir? I really did. I copped to back in the day. I really did enjoy a wine cooler.
It was the thing. Those things hit around 1985 or so. So I remember those in college years. Those were very hot stuff. And Bartles and James and people drinking wine coolers. I even knew a guy who wrote a song about it for his punk band. Oh, big fun. John, you remember. You never actually heard the wine cooler song? Talk to Rich sometime. Tell you about that.
Yeah, I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Two
I
words.
don't mean to be mean, but I wasn't into that vodka.
That's quite all right. We're going to mix with it.
I don't know. Like we had another bottle from them too, and they're not sponsoring us, so I can say it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's thick. I don't know what to say. It's not
Something
sweet.
thick.
It's got something thick. Anyway,
It's thickening.
there's something thick about the consistency. I don't like it. It's like syrup. It's weird. Zima.
So as a matter of fact, I don't even need to do this. Why am I even shaking this? This
Yeah,
is
chili vodka.
Zima.
It's not hot at all, Lisa. It's just, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. If you're from that distillery, I'm sorry.
Choosing a decorative glass, and I'm going to ice it.
But he's determined to use it, apparently.
Oh, I'll give it a whirl.
We have other vodka.
I wanted to
Better
try.
vodka.
We haven't actually sampled something on air in a while, so I wanted to try that. Now this
So I'm
is.
glad I tried it.
Yeah, I'm glad I
I
tried
didn't
it.
love it, but I'm glad I tried it.
This is a building glass. We're going to start with a shot of the vodka. Pouring in a shot. Here's the shot. In it goes. And I'm interested to see how this plays with the other
What is the
beverages.
proof on that? Out of
80 proof.
curiosity.
80 proof.
Really?
Yeah, it's just 80. Nothing funny. Hey, it's CoverGirl, Sybil Shepherd.
It is Sybil Shepherd, all right.
Now I need how much of this stuff here?
It's right here.
Oh, there we go. Boom. Ounce of that, and then the cran. Okay. I didn't bring any of the rest of this. Away we go.
This is a really classic, not disco drink, but I would say post-disco drink. Before cocktails got really interesting. Yes, Amy, Florence Henderson did sing about Westonality from Weston Oil.
Oh,
I
yeah.
about that today, too. I was thinking,
Who could forget the Westonality?
there's a cocktail called Corn and Oil. I sort of thought about that for Westonality.
For sure, for real.
Yeah.
Ounce of grapefruit juice. I don't have grapefruit juice, so I'm actually subbing the lava ruby grapefruit cocktail mix.
Errol says Zima in
sweet.
Russian means winter. I did not know that.
Oh, how about that?
All right. This one is a sort of pseudo classic, so I already know what it tastes like. I would have altered it if I was making it, but I'm not. So he thought it would be refreshing. Got it?
Yep, there we go.
Wow, we're
The rest
running
actually
low on that, aren't
calls
we?
for 4 ounces of cran. I'm just going to pour to fill. That should be maybe 3. Maybe it's
It's
4.
going to be really...
And boom, boom. It's going to be a little sweet, so I might add a little lime because that will probably
I would.
balance things out well. But we'll try it first. This is what you get if you go into a joint. Well, you can't do that these days. Go into your favorite watering hole, ask for a sea breeze. They'll give you something that looks like this.
They'll probably give you a dirty look and then give you that.
We are going to add some lime to that. I'll give that a splash, and I think that will balance out the sweetness.
All right.
Part of that is the fact that I don't have an actual grapefruit juice. To get that, I would probably have to go into my local food purveyor, and I'm a little reluctant to spend a lot of time there right now. You know, simple, classic, good. No real problem with that. If it's too sweet, balance it out. If it's not sweet enough, add sugar, you know?
That's a perfect afternoon drink.
Yeah, it's a great
There
thing.
you
When
go.
you're out on the deck
Okay.
there, you want something that's tall and will last a while.
Now you have to sing it, though.
Beautiful skin can be a breeze with sea breeze.
The inane continues.
I made the ones I wrote down, but I have another idea.
Oh, you have a clue.
And I was
Shall I get on the
thinking
keyboard?
of something. Yes, please. All right.
Get on the mic, my man.
I'm thinking of Carvel.
Oh, well, you are.
And I was thinking of...
Speaking of hair care products,
What,
boy, it's Ed Burns.
I was going to say R.I.P. He died recently.
He did die recently.
Thinking of Fudgy the Whale and Cookie Puss.
Well, so
And I'm thinking of the ingredients I have in mind. And I'm thinking, is it Fudgy the Whale or is it Cookie Puss?
maybe it's Fudgipus.
Hold down the fort. It's going to be Fudgy the Whale, but pardon me. I'll be right back.
Cookie Opus, absolutely. What do you do
Cookie
around
Opus.
Cookie Puss? If it's, as a matter of fact, around St. Pat's Day, it's Cookie Opus. What else? As I was saying, look up the song Cookie Puss by Beastie Boys up on your YouTubes. Have a lot of fun with that. That's kind of a killer. Let's actually get this going on here so I can take this down. So it's Fudgy you're talking about?
Fudgy.
Busting out the
Wow.
Kraken.
Yeah.
Could it
Fudgy the
be?
Whale is going to be very New England oriented.
What do you know?
I need a shaker.
That
if
means
you don't
that
mind.
kind of implies that Fudgy the Whale, in fact, is not just Fudgy the Whale. He's the great white one. He's Moby Dick.
He's Moby Dick. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. A tribute to the Queequegs.
There we go. I think we have
What are
some
you
cues here
doing?
tonight. Yeah, I'm just writing this down for you.
You didn't put it in the... Anyway, whatever.
we'll get to
Fudgy the Moby. I
Fudgy the
love
Moby.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a shaker, please.
Anyway,
Oh, you got it. Okay.
as
Thank
a matter
you.
of fact, I did.
All right.
Well, that
Okay.
was prescient, wasn't it?
This one is dedicated to Fudgy the Whale. So I'm going to start with...
And Moby Dick, patron saint of lost causes.
2 ounces of Kraken spiced rum.
Release the Kraken.
I did release the Kraken.
She did. It's out of there, folks.
And then Fudgy the Whale has to have chocolate liqueur. Oh, it's Mel Blanc.
Distinctly remember the
I recognize
Mel Blanc commercial with his Amex.
Chocolate liqueur, because this is Fudgy. And this drink isn't dark enough already.
Gotta make it darker.
All right. Let's do 3/4 of an ounce of chocolate liqueur. This is going to be a big drink. I wish I had a whale mug.
We have a shark mug.
It's not the same thing.
It's not quite the same thing. So it's the Kraken and the chocolate liqueur, and what else so far?
I'm going to do ½ ounce fresh lime juice. And then I'm going to shake with ice. If I can get to the ice.
If I can only get to the ice.
Ugh. Struggle. All right. Okay. I'm not done though. Shake with ice.
Glassware, please.
I'll take a large cocktail glass. It's cold. Okay. Shake with ice.
That'll do.
Thank you. Straight into a cocktail glass.
Of course it's cold. Good ice in it. It's cold.
That's a line from Matt Helm.
Yeah.
All right. Now I want to leave. There's more for next round.
Orson was Jim Beam. Oh, that's funny. Mother was calling for Jim Beam. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, and Jarvie just says, break out the bone strawberry. Now there's your wine cooler right there.
I'm going to top with a generous splash of hard cider.
Hard cider. Oh, our local hard cider. Excellent. Count Chocolate, Frankenberry. Oh, we have to name check those guys. They reappear every Halloween around that time. You can find them on your grocer shelf. Check it out.
It does.
General Mills.
You definitely get the chocolate in there.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice hit of.
Fudgy the Whale has a chocolate hit.
I'm going to Fudgy the Whale.
I'm going to add some.
Fudgy the Moby.
I'm going to add some bitters. Because I feel like Fudgy the Whale does have some anger.
Mm-hmm.
Let's add.
Do you want those bitters or chocolate bitters?
No, I want these. Okay. 4 dashes of aromatic bitters. Let's give it a stir. And see what we think. I feel like Fudgy has an angry edge to
it. He's edgy. Hey, it's Louis Geron.
Oh, yeah.
Hawking Sabine.
Yeah. Try it with the bitters.
All right, that's copied, so you can actually go to the document and paste right in.
Thank you.
And bang.
I will do that later.
Yes, that actually punches it up. Getting a really, it's actually a very fudgy note in there. Fudgy the Moby.
Fudgy the Moby. I like it.
I think it's an excellent thing. Now let's get back to where we were here. Oh, and don't forget the
blueberry. Oh, is it real or is it Memorex?
Oh,
Count Chocolate.
Speaking of your
Count Chocolate and Frankenberry. Oh, yeah.
Memorex was the commercials where they recorded a tone. They had a singer, I believe it was Ella Fitzgerald, would sing a high tone. That was the resonant frequency of the glass, and then they would play it back at high volume.
I wish you had some Jim Beam. Speaking of Orson Welles.
Orson Bean.
No.
Orson Welles.
Orson and his Jim Beam.
Oh, a different Orson.
It's the anniversary of Rita Hayworth's death.
Today? This is it?
Yes.
Wow.
So let's raise a glass.
I could raise a nice hot
one of the brightest stars in cinema history.
She was a real hot pepper, so I'll raise the one with the insane peppers.
Yes.
Linda, don't try this.
You wouldn't like that at all, but yes. To Rita Hayworth. And now back to something a little more illegitimate.
Hot stuff coming through. More legitimate would probably just be the sea breeze, but this is a perfectly respectable thing.
From the land of sky blue waters. Oh yeah, and Weekends Were Made for Michelob. We've moved on to Old Man Beer. It always comes back to Old Man Beer.
There we go. Oh.
Careful of my glass.
We got to get like a case of Gansett out there so I can just whip out an old man beer at any time. I wish that
we have old man beer from Doug.
Yeah, that's true.
For Ohana.
Since we're not going to be using it soon, then maybe we'll just start cracking out some of the O's guys right there. I'm thinking to myself, I'd really love to be cracking out a can of Rheingold, but no longer manufactured.
Paul Masson will sell no wine before it's time.
You know what its time is?
I wonder if that's really true, but it's a good slogan.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking that Paul Masson's time was about 3 months after production, and it's like, is it good enough? 12%? Away it goes.
2 weeks.
Bang.
2 weeks in the barrel.
Have you fermented it properly? There you go. Is it not sweet? Add sugar. Boom, done. You know? I'm just saying. Is Paul Masson even still around? You know, there are some large producers these days. I'm not so sure. Why, Gallo is still happening?
Gallo.
Manischewitz, of course. Mogan David, absolutely happening.
Francia.
If you're talking about your cheap bum one, Mogan David, of course, is the manufacturer of MD 2020. You want to get down to like the real bottom of the barrel there.
Oh yeah, if you've got the time, we got the beer.
When it's time to relax, one thing stands clear. Beer after beer.
That just makes me think of next week's live happy hour.
Coming at you.
Which will be, I can spill it now.
You might as well promo the next big thing.
The vacation movies.
Ah, the whole series.
When they're in Europe for European vacation, they're watching TV. When it's time to relax, they're so sad. One thing stands clear. Beer after beer. Yep.
And then Rusty goes out and gets a good drunk on, and he's like hiring a lady in France, and they're like, Russ, what are you doing? Dad, you told me to mix it with locals.
Yeah, Rufino's not bad.
It's okay. It's perfectly okay.
Speaking of old man beer, here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. The beer will pour.
Must say something more
somehow.
So tonight,
let it be low and brow.
I believe those commercials were on the commercial was Arthur Prysock.
Tastes great.
Arthur Prysock was talking.
Less filling.
Yeah, low and brow. So
less filling.
Tastes great.
Less filling.
Tastes great.
Less filling.
You know, I'm giving up. It is neither less filling nor does it taste great. It is an equal amount of carbonation, so it fills you up just as fast. And if you've taken all of the carbs out of it,
it's incredibly filling, and it tastes so.
It tastes terrible. Hey, you're soaking in it.
Oh, there it is.
Madge!
You're soaking in it. Ah!
Yuck.
Why did I come to my manicurist to be soaking in dish liquid?
In dish liquid. I'm just saying.
I pay too much for this.
These things were all very sensible at the time.
Ricky! Hi!
Hey! Mr.
Thanks for
Ritzel.
joining us.
Now, there's a man who knows a few commercials.
Knows a thing or two about a vintage commercial.
Yes. Arthur Prysock, the brother of Red Prysock.
There you go.
R&B, tenor sax, honkin' man. Oh, Red.
Honkin' man.
Red delivered some fantastic. Arthur was like a very suave, very slick singer.
Don't fight mommy and daddy. I love it.
What's wrong, you cow? The commercials of yours stick in your craw because you need to lose some brain cells, and that's what's occupying this space. Bang.
I have to say, okay, I probably shouldn't say this because I'm probably just going to be up all night, but one time when I was a child, and we were staying at my grandmother's in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I remember we were watching Odd Couple, and they had this commercial for Ban deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
And it was to the tune of Love and Marriage, and it was like, ban in sportswear, ban in dresswear, and it was, I got that song stuck in my head. This is the first time I was ever aware of the phenomenon of earworm.
Insidiousness.
I could not sleep that entire night because I had that freaking band commercial stuck in my head. I must have been like, I don't know, 13. It was awful. I wanted to cry. I could not sleep the entire night. I was just like thinking, ban and sportswear, ban and dress. It was awful. So, screw ban And yeah.
Yeah, screw. Band, screw.
And I still can't listen to that song. To this day, when that song comes on, I'm just like, nope. I love Frank Sinatra. I love lounge music. But as soon as that song comes on, I'm like, nope. If I'm in a bar that's playing that song, I will leave the room.
I wish I could show you what's playing on now.
It's the
dystopian commercial with the Native American
I love
paddling his
Odd Couple
canoe
too, Lisa.
past all the junk, and he comes up on the shore, and he just marvels at it all. Oh, awesome! That's too good.
Oh my God, Ricky! I played that for Arthur on the Joey Reynolds show at NBC in the '80s. I love it.
And they throw all
Love
the
it.
garbage at his feet, and he just cries for the Americans.
I know.
Of course, the actual man playing the Native American was
100% Italian.
Yes, Iron Eyes Cody.
Yep.
What a career! He did great with that kind of stuff. He had
Yep.
that look.
Had that look.
And I tell you, if he was on there telling you kids, stop throwing your garbage on the ground, you stupid punks, that was a good commercial.
Yep.
I love that.
Yep.
I love the fact that Ricky played that. That's killer.
That is awesome.
Do, 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 do.
Errol relates to Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah.
Oscar. I tell you. That is not spaghetti, you ignoramus. It's linguine.
No, it's garbage.
I love the movie. I really do. But I grew up on the show.
I think that sometimes we switch. I think like sometimes I'm Felix and you're Oscar, and sometimes I'm Oscar and you're Felix. I don't know.
Ask.
Feel. I love Odd Couple.
You remember when they were both actually hawking? I believe it was Ganipkanop. I think that was the commercial. John, or what were they actually hawking? The two of them. Actually, Tony was hawking Challenge Yahtzee. There's one for you.
Challenge Yahtzee.
No.
I'm not looking that up.
But definitely. By the way, this is like Don Johnson in his complete
Miami
Vice phase there, hawking Pepsi. So there you go.
Yep.
Very 80s. Very 80s.
So 80s.
You knew you had to get into it sometime. There we go. We all grew up with it. We all heard these things.
I have another round out of this drink. This drink is good.
It's kind of big. It's kind of great.
Fudgy the Moby.
Fudgy the Moby is actually doing kind of great.
Inspired by Fudgy the Whale and also Moby Dick.
It has a really nice chocolate flavor to it. Gotta say.
It's really good.
But for real and for serious.
And you look at your drink, it's still all there.
Oh, yeah. Well, you take that one slow. This one will be here through the next broadcast.
Good.
I gotta tell you.
It's good. It's a good one.
It's all good things. We've had a lot of good things tonight.
Oh my God, we gotta plug in.
Oh,
Computer's
we're about to die. Ah!
We're about to die. No.
Don't do it.
No.
Captain.
Oh my gosh. So many moving parts.
All
right.
Why don't you just plug in from the get-go?
Hopefully my phone is still... All right.
Come on.
My phone is powering this broadcast.
Oh,
I think we're good. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
We have mere seconds before we completely die.
No, we're not going to die.
Pardon me.
I don't want to die. Okay. All right.
Things you got to do.
We saved it.
I guess I need a new battery.
Thank.
Well, at least this machine I can get open. The desktop machine took a lot of doing.
No more new things.
I
feel like watching some Odd Couple after this, actually.
I kind of feel like it.
Georgina! Oh!
Oh, with wine.
Well, you know what? I had wine earlier,
you know
so
something?
you know what? Do you?
If you are starting with wine, you want to continue with wine?
Do you?
No harm, no foul. You just go to town. Everything great.
Exactly.
And I don't know if we said hello to Amanda, but she definitely said
I
hello.
did say hi to
Okay,
Amanda,
so
but hello again. Yes. And Georgina.
Yep.
Yes.
Chug it. Yeah, you really want me to slug this thing down, don't you?
Oh, no. I'm the one who has to drive him to the hospital.
Not happening. This thing has ghost pepper in it. No way. I did that specifically so it would be slow.
He did that to himself.
Aristophanes? Graphite. Just saying.
ridiculous.
Here we are going into
Oh my gosh,
classic
this
TV.
is so geeky.
But
This
we
is
are-
so geeky. But I thought we should do an Odd Couple
We could-
happy hour.
Anybody?
Not
Shall
next
we?
week, because next week is going to be the vacation movies, but maybe the week after that.
And if we get
Or
enough votes,
maybe
we might do it.
sometime in the middle of the week. Here's the thing. We usually stick to our Thursday at the 7 p.m. time, and we will always be here live on Thursdays at 7 p.m. But everyone is going live on Thursdays now, because now that we're all in quarantine, everybody's going live all the time. But everyone's going live on Thursday evenings. So
For some reason, which I cannot explain, you could do it 7 days a week. We're all here.
we will stick to our Thursday time, because
We started it. We're going to keep doing
that's
it.
when we do
Damn it. We've always been here for
But-
you.
But I think we could probably slot another live happy hour in during the week.
Slot. Make it happen.
Slot one in during the week.
Boom.
Robert, hello.
Hey,
Yeah, I think we could
hello.
probably another
We can make that happen.
live happy hour in there. Maybe on a, I don't know, Sunday or Monday.
We got one yes for the Odd Couple. It could happen.
I love 2 yeses to the Odd Couple.
Feel,
John and Lisa.
Us.
Peter?
Us.
Okay. I love it. We got to do vacation next, though, because I've been doing research.
We're making this happen. Vacation will happen. But, I got to tell you, your favorite Odd Couple. Oh, there are all sorts of Odd Couples. There was the reboot.
Well, the password one is kind of a...
Oh, it's kind of classic. Well, I was going to say about like the series. There was the reboot in the 80s, which had, I think Scully Mitchell was in that.
I never saw
version
that.
of that. And who am I thinking of? Damon Wilson. I think it was Scully Mitchell and Damon Wilson for the Odd Couple in that one.
I would
I don't
watch
think
it,
it
but I never
lasted.
saw it.
Which is too
And
bad.
there was a
but-
female Odd Couple.
Yes, I think there was.
With Sally Struthers.
Was that just like on Broadway or like live?
I don't know if they ever filmed it. Hi, Lewis. I don't know if they ever filmed it, but I know that it had Sally Struthers.
More of the cop we've seen tonight on commercials. There he was.
Oh,
Awesome.
Al Molinaro. Yeah.
Al had a great career,
And Vic
I
Tayback.
gotta say. Yeah, and Vic actually had a great
Al
career.
and Vic Tayback had
You kind of
careers to envy. They had steady work and none of the drawbacks of fame.
Al played this sort of a sad character. Vic played this sort of a gruff character, but at the end of the day, they're both these sort of like happy-go-lucky losers. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Lamont Wilson.
Lamont Wilson,
and Ron
Ron Glass.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yes. Lamont Wilson or Damon Wilson? I think it was Damon Wilson from Sanford and Son,
I don't know.
as a matter of fact.
But I want to watch it now that I've heard about this.
That makes a lot of sense. Ron Glass's character was, of course, very, very cultured. I remember
Yes.
him from Barney Miller. He always had these really great lines. He was always fantastically dressed. What a slick character.
Yep.
He was sort of like the Billy D. Williams on that cast. He was just like, oh, hello, It's just that he wasn't drinking malt liquor. So
Cold cock.
he was not drinking cold cock.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Also went with Matthew Perry and that guy from Reno 911. I got
Damn.
nothing. But I would watch that
I know
too.
John is a fan, and
Watch that too.
he has studied the cast of these versions of the show. I will say that
Who did it with Sally Struthers? That came out wrong.
we got to look that up.
Let me. All right, hold
Who
on.
performed the role opposite Sally Struthers in the stage? We're going to check that out. Female Odd Couple.
All right, I'm looking it up right now. Female Odd Couple.
There's, of course, The Odd Couple on Broadway 1965. It had two well-known performers. Can you name them? No, there's an interesting one.
Well, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is too much information.
TMI. Hold on.
I'm sure we've had the answer by now elsewhere. I said female Odd Couple.
I know Sally Struthers was.
Sally
Okay.
Struthers. I forget who the other one was.
Yeah, gotta look at. Oh, you're going too far. This is like Samuel French.
All right.
Seriously.
I will rely
Florence
on,
Unger and
I'll rely
Olive
on
Madison.
John to tell us.
Hard County Walter Mouth. Thank you, sir. There you go.
Yep.
The fact that
Who was the other female Odd Couple besides Sally
Anybody?
Struthers?
there we go.
Now I want to know.
Now, Ron Glass's character in Barney Miller always worried about his portfolio. I remember the episode. Here we're getting into classic TV non-commercials where some nut is...
It's okay, we've covered the commercials. I think we're good.
Some nut is brought...
Although we haven't done a Mikey.
Well, somebody actually asked for the Mikey cocktail.
Peter.
So if you want to actually whip out...
Rita Moreno.
Series.
Thank you.
Bang,
yes.
thank you.
Thank you, Marie. Thank you,
That
Marie.
makes a lot of sense.
And Luann. Thank you.
Okay, so we're actually going well beyond, but I did grow up with Barney Miller too. It was a Ted Flicker show. Ted Flicker brings you the President's Analyst, which is all kinds of
If you haven't
brilliant.
seen that movie,
If you have not seen this movie, watch it. It is
Hi, Josh.
unbelievable.
Yep.
For its time and probably even now.
If you have not seen the movie The President's Analyst,
Your problems
see it.
are all TPC. I'm just saying. But honestly, he brought that show. It was fantastic. And there's this one episode, and it's got to be like early 80s, and they bring in some nut job who's been like riding on top of the subway or some sort of horse crap, and he's just spouting nonsense. And he's talking about, I'm from the future. I've been broadcast here for you, you know. He's like the Terminator or something. And Ron Glass is like, yeah, right. He's like, okay, so, if you're from the future, what's so hot about the future? It's like, well, everything changes. He's like, well, what? Well, valuable metals are no longer valuable because they discover a process to make gold. He's like, yeah, well, so what's the valuable metal then? He's like, zinc.
Zinc.
And Ron's like, uh-huh. And then minutes later, he's calling up his broker. He's like, what's the price of zinc these days?
It's like insider trading.
And he's like, how much you want to buy? He's like, oh, I don't know, a couple of tons.
Okay, so
it's great
Georgina, Felix and Oscar from Odd Couple, but now he's talking about Barney Miller.
No, we're just going on.
And yes, Doka Doka. Hello from New Orleans.
Knowledge, baby.
Cheers. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Wine too. I love it. We had wine earlier, so I
might have had some tropical cocktails, I'm just saying.
Mike says peak frames are a very serious cookie.
We might have some classic sort of old-fashioned cocktails here.
Yes.
And we might have something completely insane that you could only get in New Orleans. New Orleans, you usually get something called, in a tall plastic container called a hand grenade.
Well, if you go to Bourbon Street, but there are really good cocktails.
I don't know if you can do that now.
Too.
That'll just knock you out. But if you were to go to the Carousel bar and say, I'd like a Vieux Carré, they will serve you something that will just set you down in your seat and make you happy.
Okay, so Errol says zinc corrodes easily versus gold. Good reason not to drink zinc.
Well, zinc is fairly cheap and is usually used as a matter of fact, as an anode in batteries. So there you go. Easy corrosion.
Another good reason not to drink it.
Not a big deal. I would not drink zinc, although some people say to take it in a lozenge fashion to ward off common colds. I have tried this. I will say it tastes terrible and does nothing. So your results may vary. Just saying. Or actually, your mileage may vary. Take your pick. I always like your mileage may vary. But definitely. If you were... Josh Papusa joined. Hey! Wow! I think that is... We have 2 Ventiki people here today. Hello! Glad you're joining in. Fantastic. What are you guys making at home in quarantine?
I know.
I think you guys are going nuts, but fantastic things must be happening because we have seen it. We did an episode of Ventiki, which is fabulous.
Exactly.
Killer food, great drinks. Just saying.
Such a fun time.
But definitely. Tonique. Oh, yeah. We never had Tonique. We had too much to do. We
were in New Orleans during Tales of the Cocktails.
We weren't exactly going off campus to hit bars, and we shouldn't have because that would have been deadly. But we did hit a few places, yeah.
We did. But it was just funny because when we got on the plane to come back from Tales of the Cocktail, there was this huge banner as you were leaving New Orleans for liver cancer, like some hospital
liver transplants.
Oh, liver
transplants.
Was it liver transplants?
Yes.
Okay, liver replacement. Yeah, and
it's like, well, of course, you're in New Orleans.
Don't judge me.
I'm just saying.
Don't judge me. Yeah, no, Tales of the Cocktail was crazy amounts of drinks.
It's the event that it is absolutely off the hook. Obviously, it's not happening this year.
It's happening online this year.
Yeah,
like so many
like
events
so many things.
is happening online this year.
But definitely.
Okay, Doug says, yes, there are hand grenades. They're for tourists. I know, we never had one, but...
I never tried it. It never sounded appealing, and I didn't want to pass out because I was in the middle of the convention.
I love Tiki Tolteca and Latitude 29. They were great.
yeah.
Oh, Carousel Bar. We did... I gotta say, our friend Damien set us up at Carousel Bar. He made sure, like, I got on a horse. Yeah, it was great. It was really fun.
We actually got there in the morning, hadn't had any food, and we just thought, we're just going to have to start doing this thing.
No, it was fun.
And actually
So much
fall over
fun.
dead. And we were waiting by the bar to get a seat because it just spins. And everybody sits there for hours. So actually, Damien comes over. Oh, hey. So we start talking, and we know him from online. We're like, yeah.
No, from, Tiki
And
Oasis.
suddenly, 3 seats open up. He says, you want to grab these seats? Bang. We're up there.
Oh my gosh,
we start
that was
sitting down.
so much fun.
We start drinking. I'm like, well, I'm really going to be in trouble. And then you can order food here. You can? And we were
It was
saved.
great.
It was brilliant. So I got to say, yeah, kudos.
It was
You
so much
really
fun.
made that happen for us. There was some luck going on, but the thing rotates at something like
But he made sure that
1
we got
RPM.
in there. He had our
it's
back.
a very slow rotation. It's a very cool bar. You can only actually work that bar by hopping over to
It
get
was
into
so
it.
much fun.
It's really
It
cool.
was so much fun.
It's really, really cool.
Tales of the Cocktail was a lot of fun, I guess.
I do not actually.
Dano, hello.
Hey!
Yeah, Tales of the Cocktail was a lot of fun. And New Orleans was a lot of fun, too. I want to go
Well.
back. It was
I want to go
great.
back to my little grass shack in Orleans, Louisiana. Boom, boom,
Port
boom.
of Call. Just like there were so many
There were so many
places
little
down there
corners.
that were just really, really,
Port of
really
Call
great.
is a hole in the wall that serves burgers and steaks, and that's it. And tropical drinks.
And
it's
like
nautical themed.
beer, and it was really
really
great.
cool.
It was really fun.
It's just right there off the beaten path. It was a really great place to have a burger. So,
It really was.
gotta say, and it's a good place to soak up some of all of that stuff that you've been having in Orleans because that's what they serve.
Yes, the Sazerac bar. You know, honestly, Amy, New Orleans is where I learned to enjoy Sazeracs.
I like them
I'd
a
had
lot.
them before, and I was like,
Always liked them. They do them well.
and then I had one in New Orleans. I was like, yes. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That's a good thing. And that's in the sort of like 1920s, 30s section of New Orleans, all those buildings that grew up then. So it's like business district. You think, oh, wow, it's all about business here. Serious hotel bars, really great. It actually reminded me a lot of like Providence, Rhode Island in that period.
I can see that.
Yeah. All those buildings, all that,
Yeah.
the construction grew up in that same period. It has that look. They're all about business and like they have some great old man bars. So fantastic.
Hello, Wayne. Yeah, that was fun. I would go back. I would go back when it's not Tales of the Cocktail. Because Tales of the Cocktail was a whole lot of fun. But I feel like I was drunk the whole time I was in New Orleans.
Well,
Or if not drunk, highly tipsy.
it's going to hit you hard.
Highly
It's a thing.
tipsy.
It's a thing.
The whole time I was in New Orleans.
It's a
But it
serious
was,
sort of
it
thing.
was a good time, for sure. But I would go back and not be highly tipsy the entire time.
You
Just
can
part of the
enjoy
time.
so many things. We had some great food
Yeah.
down there, not tipsy.
Oh my gosh, we
Yeah.
went to a restaurant there that was, I would have to get you the name, but it was, well, we went to two that were really, really amazing.
Remember, Irene's was very nice.
Port of Call was great,
Mhm.
burgers and stuff, but I'm talking about really, really nice food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and we went to, the famous one. The famous one we went to and we got trapped because it was pouring rain.
Oh, yeah.
I
Just right down the
can't
strip there.
leave it.
It's like an oyster bar, yes.
Super, super famous.
It's really huge. And we were just there to have, like, whatever. I had a bowl of gumbo. It was actually great. And it monsooned there because it was August and it was New Orleans.
I got
So,
it.
Yeah. But
It's going to
definitely.
drive me nuts. Okay.
Yeah. We did actually hit the oyster bar. Acme Oyster
Yes.
was very good.
That was fun. That was a
Very
lot
good.
of fun.
It's kind of a chain place, and I thought it was excellent.
No, these places are too
So-
new.
Yeah.
It was one of the really
Now I'm interested because I remember
classic.
it, and I'm thinking,
Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta.
you got to eat here when you go to New Orleans. It's been, at
All
this
right.
point,
It's
3 years.
been, yeah. Okay, I gotta find it. This is nuts.
Scroll to the top. Did you miss it? Just want to make sure.
Nope, I did
all
not
the way to
miss
the top.
it.
Yep, 3 more up here.
Nope.
Okay, nope.
Nope. Okay, let's see if anyone
Checking it
has
out, folks.
posted
Sorry
it.
for the
All
interruptions there. Just trying to find out.
right, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, protocol, always good.
Protocol is awesome. Acme, we went to Acme. We did go to Acme. That was great.
Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of a low key
Yeah, you
place.
should be drunk for all the tales of the cocktail. It was a lot of fun, I gotta say.
Or Felix's. We didn't eat Felix's because we did Acme on recommendation. My manager recommended it actually from work, and I thought
It was fun.
I thought it was great.
It was a lot of
It
fun.
was really good, and like look.
Port of Call.
oysters
There's
are
Port of
currency down
Call.
there.
Okay, why can't I find the name? It's really, really famous.
Oh, it's just right there on the strip.
All right, most classic restaurant. This is Town and Country. They're gonna have it. Not Antoine's. Wait, was it Antoine's? No,
No,
wasn't
not
Antoine's.
Antoine's.
Brennan's. Thank
There you
you,
go.
Brennan's. It was Brennan's. Okay.
Cool place.
It was really fun because we have a good. I mean, this is probably a really boring Brennan's story, but it was funny for us. So, we were told that do brunch at Brennan's. So we did. So we got brunch, made a reservation and went in. We were all dressed up and everything. And this storm from hell started while we were in there, and we were not prepared for this at all. So when it was time to leave, we thought, well, okay, we'll wait it out. So we just kept ordering more and more drinks. We'd had our brunch, and they could not have been more gracious. They weren't trying to shuffle us out like a New York restaurant. Like, we need to fill your table, so get out.
Move it.
No, you have to go to the bar. No, they could not have been more gracious. So
Old school, very.
But
classy.
eventually, we're like, we have to leave because we've got to go back to the event. So we thought, well, we'll leave. So we called an Uber, and all these people were trying to get Ubers and everything. And we thought, well, we'll just walk. So
went to the concierge there and said, you don't have a couple of plastic bags, do you? So, yeah, she turned up a couple, and I whipped out my knife and cut a couple of holes, and we just walked out of there in plastic bags.
We wore garbage bags. So we were all dressed up for brunch, and we just left there in garbage bags. It was so classy.
Real classy.
We should have taken pictures, but...
Well, we actually broadcast live. So.
We did broadcast live from Brendan's, but that was before we were wearing garbage bags.
If you look on the YouTubes going back a few years, you will probably find it.
We will see you later, Jen.
Hey!
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much. Yep.
Gosh.
Absolutely fair. It's probably about time for us to kick this one, too.
I know. Oh my gosh, we've been live almost 2 hours.
Yep. Good stuff.
So much fun. I want to go back to New Orleans. I really do. When it's not Tales of the Cocktail. And we did go to Latitude 29. We went to Tiki Tolteca. We loved them both. So great. But I would like to go back when it's not we got to go here. We got to go here. We got to try to get into this party. We got to try to get into that party. And we got to
go
scheme to get into that other party.
You got to go to the famous beignet place. You know where I had beignets? The night before, we actually were at a Mexican restaurant. Excellent food. And there was a mezcal tasting. After
oh my God, that was so good.
Day of tastings, I go there and I hit this, and I was looped. So the next day, I'm like, I'm moving slowly. But I rallied, and I got up, and I made it to the event hotel, and I get there to the lobby, and somebody is there at the pop-up bar saying, would you like to try this? And I said, and it was an Italian liqueur. And I said, well, what do you do with it? Well, we put it in coffee. Bang. That was brilliant. And then I walk over, and there is a gentleman in a white jacket saying, would you like some beignets? I'm like, I would love some beignets. And they were
I didn't get
excellent.
Beignets, by the way.
They were excellent. Just in the hotel.
I didn't get them.
Very classy, I got to say. So I really did enjoy my time there in the city. There's a lot of old school service going on, and they sure know how to make you a cocktail that will make you happy.
When you go to Tales of the Cocktail, we had to divide and conquer. There was so much going on. We couldn't do it all. So he went his way and I went mine, and then we met up. And
Split.
Yeah, and I didn't
You hit the mezcal,
I
hit the tequila. You hit the rum, I hit the gin. There was a gin
I would just meet him and
breakfast.
I've had 10 kinds of mezcal.
This thing starts at 7:30 in the morning with a gin breakfast. That's how you start. Oh, gin and breakfast, of course.
Yep.
Martini time.
And it had 10 kinds of mezcal. It was a lot of fun.
It's going to kill you. Do you know me? I'm not known most places, so that's why I carry the American Express card.
Yes, Georgina says skip tails and go and have fun. Yes. Yes, I'm going to do that. Tempted. Yes.
We actually,
French Quarter Fest.
We stayed in the French Quarter because
the place we stayed was awesome.
It was a great little place.
It was great. It was cheap.
Yeah. It was actually a very good price.
We're going to do it. Okay.
It was one of those conversions. I'm not that crazy about it.
You have convinced us.
But the area
Doug and Georgina,
was awesome.
you have convinced us.
We're
going to do this.
I would do it again in a minute because it's big fun.
When we can get out of New York, we will do this.
When anybody can associate in this country again, then this is the sort of thing I would.
Hello, Robin, and hello, Michelle. Yeah,
Hey, Michelle.
Let's do this. When this is done, I'm going to need a road trip so bad.
Hey, Michelle, I believe I sent you your request. I think it was Orjat. Let me know if I didn't.
Backing up.
I'll
Okay.
be glad
Amy,
to drop that on you, of course.
Yeah. If we.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to go to New Orleans now. I want to leave New York. I'm afraid to drive out of New York, even though we're like 15 minutes from the Pennsylvania border, because I'm afraid that people will see New York plates and pull us over and say, you can't
get out of here.
You have to self-quarantine for 2 weeks. So I'm afraid to leave New York, but when we can leave New York,
we're making our place the best we can while we hunker down.
Yeah.
And that's what most of us can do.
Yes.
Well, I think that's great stuff. We have some fantastic stuff for you tonight.
About 2 hours. This is crazy. Okay.
It's a long one.
This was so much fun.
Great stuff. We managed to hit you with 3 hot cocktails tonight. It's crazy. Even this one has hot stuff in it. Oh boy.
70s commercials.
Maybe
makes you think of hot stuff, like 70s commercials.
We're thinking of crazy stuff. You were thinking of Crazy Eddie. I was thinking of Madman Months. And we cannot possibly forget.
Oh wait, Doug is
Mr.
asking, what are
Worthington.
your favorite tiki bars in the U.S.? Well, Mai Kai.
The Kowloon in suburban Boston is fantastic. Great place.
We last May, it was just like a year ago this month, we went to Undertow in Phoenix, which was amazing.
That's a great place. Tiki Underground,
Trader
Akron.
Vic's. Yeah, oh my gosh, Tiki Underground is
Akron.
amazing.
From the outside, it looks like a sports bar because that's what the space was.
Ventiki in
but
Ventura.
It's fantastic. Ventiki in Ventura is a nondescript spot that is absolutely great. Great drinks.
Amazing.
Great food.
Amazing.
You will unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's even a little gift shop.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Akron leads us to Columbus, Ohio, which happens to have Porco's. Porco has inherited a lot of decor from defunct places and has some cool features. Absolutely top bartenders, great food.
Places are okay.
No, just fantastic.
I'm just thinking of all these places we have known and loved. I just hope they're all still okay.
I hope they are. I hope they all survive.
You've encouraged me to
They're
get online and look
cool.
into this.
If you get to Pittsburgh, there's a place called
Hidden Harbor.
Hidden Harbor
is
very cool.
Amazing.
Great food, great drink.
Yeah.
Great hospitality. They are happy there. And they're walking distance from Jerry's. You go record shopping. That's just very cool.
Pittsburgh, they could not have treated us better at Hidden Harbor. They could not have treated us better.
Shot an episode there, and this is the place that whipped out 3 drinks.
And in D.C.,
we have some fantastic 3 locations. TNT is awesome. Absolutely.
House of Fung Lin in Bethesda,
right
which
outside
has
the city.
completely tiki-fied their bar.
Was never tiki until our folks from Tiki Thirst Today decided to put a little, nudge. Could you tiki-fy? So actually they did. Yeah. And it is so cool. It is just great. They're just showing Hawaiian movies on the back there, on the back bar. They are probably the Chinese restaurant in America right now that has the most unbelievable drink menu. They're just fantastic.
Well, I love House of Fung Lin, but I will also say Lun Hua in Roselle, New Jersey
has really come up.
It's great, and
one of my favorites.
And they're so into it, and has a great drink menu, and
they do great food, great drinks.
They have the grog log, Beach Berry's grog log. So
I know. There are so many, but we've been to some
They're our
places.
closest.
Yeah. Right now, they're closest because our local place in town decided to de-tikify.
Wah, 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 wah.
Such a shame. It was a great joint. And going.
Hi, Bruce.
Yep. Hey, Bruce.
Yeah. American Express, never leave home without
Russian Express, don't leave home.
Yakov Smirnoff. Whatever happened to Yakov Smirnoff?
There's a period reference right there.
Completely creepy.
Oh, there is.
Oh my god. Oh, you went.
Yeah.
Okay. House of Finland is awesome. And then, like, the thing I love about House of Finland is they got all their regulars together to tiki-fy the bar. I love that.
Look, basically, folks said, if I will provide the materials and the money, you put it together. If you
want to do it, yeah. And
so
they did.
They put the labor.
Did.
Tiki Thursday made it happen. This is insane. These folks are absolutely dedicated. I got my hats off. You guys are great. Guys and gals, I'm not gonna say anything, but
I have to say also, Lunois.
Lunois.
Yeah. Oh,
really
Shirley. We haven't been to Shirley. Yeah, we got to do that. Yakov is in Branson, Missouri now. Oh.
Hello.
Another reason to go to Branson.
Comedy routines. Coming up next.
We've never been to Branson, but I always threaten, like, that would be a great road trip.
Hello,
we could go see the Osmonds, the not famous Osmonds. And
remember, folks, in Russia, party comes to you. Thank you. Good night. Next up, the Osmonds.
Oh, that would be a great video. If we could go to Branson, if we could get people to sign on to be in our live
In my video.
Can you even imagine? Hi, we're making a video about Branson. Would you be in it? Okay.
Blow my video.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I swear.
All right.
Fantastic stuff. I still have my burn my face off cocktail with the impaled habanero.
Oh, and my battery is down.
Well, I guess it's about that time.
All right.
So, folks.
So we might
has been all sorts of awesome. Who knew you could do 2 hours about stupid television commercials? We did it.
Well, and also New Orleans, and also
it's a lot.
Yakov Smirnoff and Odd Couple.
Yep.
Okay, so
we make it happen.
We have said that potentially we would go live another day as well.
We might
maybe do an Odd Couple.
Watch carefully on the socials. We'll drop it on you and we'll make it happen.
You know, I think we could. Here's my thing: we could do an Odd Couple video. People do these the kids are doing these watch parties now. I just have to figure out how you do that. Because then we could all watch the Odd Couple.
We'll make it happen.
All right.
Clinky drinking.
All right.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us on a Thursday night, taking your time. I know a lot of you are saying, well, I was at home anyway. Yeah, well, so was I.
Oh my gosh, Kate, these joints are all tiki-tastic. Absolutely.
Seriously.
Okay, so.
Thank you so much. We'll see you in 1 week for one of these babies.
This will be
before. Vacation in 1 week. On Tuesday, we'll have another fantastic episode for you. On Mondays, we have Mocktail Mondays. If you happen to want to dry out a little, but they're all great drinks. It's all good stuff.
So as always, we will
see you